How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's Moses here with his favorite co-host, Isaiah Gessner.
It's good, everybody.
And today, we are back presenting our second round and beyond with the NBA playoffs, with the first round finishing yesterday at the time of this recording. The Cavs and Magic series wrapping up. We already have had a second round matchup with Timberwolves and Nuggets. Timberwolves pulling away with the victory there. Game 2 is tonight, the time of this recording, along with Pacers and Knicks starting up tonight, which is going to be a great series. But Zay, excited to dive into this.
Excited.
I'm gonna give myself one quick shout out.
Do it, please.
Before we begin, I went 8 for 8, everyone.
Come on.
8 for 8 in my picks. Obviously, the games I was a little off. I'll take the ultimate prize in the teams. Just a little plug, self-plug.
Self-plugged, well-deserved. Victory lap is in order. Talking about hockey as well, which Mo will have a separate video on, obviously, but went 7 for 8 on that too. So this man is on fire. If you're a betting man, you might want to listen to his advice. He's got the Midas touch right now. You can't miss. That's my guy. But no, these playoffs have been great. Quick, just outside story on why there wasn't a video. Mo just got back in town, so he was moving back in. We've been kicking it. We had some stuff going on, but we have got this vid. I have got a separate vid, and Mo has got a separate vid, so we'll make up for it. But just real life stuff going on. But Mo's back. He's ready. We're gonna have some in-person recordings over the summer. We're gonna have a ton of cool stuff. Thank you guys for continuing to tune in. But quick little recap there before we get into the vid.
For sure.
Mo on fire, and let's get us started with your boys. We're just in this video. We're gonna do a quick little recap of the first round, like a baby one, because I am going to have a what's next video sometime this week about teams that got bounced. So the Lakers, the Suns, Milwaukee, the Sixers, the Heat, teams like that where there's lingering question marks will be in a separate video. So we're not going to go nearly as in depth on this one, but we'll hit on second round predictions and everything like that. Out the gate, Mo, how we feel about the Thunder and Mavs series?
This series is going to be unbelievable.
Oh, man.
The Thunder coming off an absolute dismantling of the New Orleans Pelicans, clamping their best players, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, just couldn't find their games. And that was all in part of amazing defensive efforts from Lou Dort and Josh Giddey and all around team effort from the Thunder. Obviously, we know the offensive contributions from SGA and J-Dub, and everyone was clicking. They looked really good. As for the Mavericks, a little blessed by the injury bug once again rearing its head for the Clippers, which sucks.
Yeah.
But Luka was Luka, Kyrie was Kyrie. And their role guys stepped up, played well as well.
Yeah.
I originally had had Dallas in 7 in our first go around. I have this series going 7 still, but I'm a little bit more bullish on the Mavs after the performance of the Thunder.
Okay.
But what do you got before I give my pick?
I hilariously enough joined you in that video and having the Mavs in 7. And man, this is just an incredible series. I'd say right up there with Timberwolves Nuggets for the best series so far.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking with Mavs in 7. I love this Thunder team. We have praised them all season. The fact they sweep the Pelicans team, even without Zion, you have to play the team in front of you. You have to take care of business, regardless of who's on the court. They just dominated. This Thunder team is special.
Sweep's a
Like,
sweep, man.
a
Like,
sweep is a sweep.
yeah,
It was an ugly, ugly series for the Pelicans. We definitely learned some things going into next year. Herb Jones needs to have a bigger role. Trey Murphy needs to have a bigger role. What happens with Brandon Ingram is a massive unknown, but we know for a fact that this Thunder team is incredible now, and looking ahead, the sky is the limit.
yeah,
Um, Shea put up 27, 6, and 5 so far in this year's playoffs. He's been a dominant performer. Jalen Williams, J Dub, 21.3 points, 7.3 rebounds, 5 assists. This kid is special. And I was talking with a friend recently about it and comparing the old KD, Russ, Harden Thunder team. J Dub feels like Harden,
yeah,
where he is incredible now. He's putting up 21 points per game, and he can put that up consistently for a full year. But his ceiling, man, like I can't put a cap on it. Like
mm-hmm.
I really think Jalen Williams is going to be special. Same with Chet and Shea. But this Mavs team, something about him, man, and I think what the series is going to boil down to is who is the best player. Is it Luka or is it Shea? And that ultimately could be the difference in who ends up winning the series.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'm gonna join you. Stick with the
Yeah.
Mavs. I'm not gonna change my pick now,
Mm-hmm.
but
But man,
it's gonna be back and forth.
yeah.
We said it in the Mavs Clippers series. We're expecting a game winner or two out of Luka. Maybe that'll come
Mm-hmm.
this series from either
Mm-hmm.
SGA or Luka. I'm just excited to see these
Yes.
teams battle it out, and
Uh,
definitely expect it in 7.
it's going to be amazing ball. And I also love the fact too that Luka took accountability. Not that he was playing bad,
Yeah.
but just taking accountability of like, I can be better.
Mhm.
Kyrie needs my help. He is playing too good for me to not help and for us to maximize on his play. And I love that out of a team's best player to be like, I need to be better.
For sure.
I'm doing good, but I can't just be okay with good. I have to be great. I got to be the best player in a series, the best player on a court. And we're about to find out what player that is, and I cannot wait to see it. Um, Going down, though, Timberwolves Nuggets. Timberwolves stealing game 1 in Denver. Worth very important to note. Uh, I don't know how many more good things I can say about either of these teams. Like, it just incredible basketball being played on both sides. Obviously, we know what the Nuggets are.
Yeah.
We knew what they were going into this year. There were no doubts, but we're just seeing it again. As for Anthony Edwards, he has solidified himself as a superstar, not just a star, a superstar in this league. In his first series and then game 1 against the Nuggets, 33.4 points, 7.8 boards, 5.6 assists. Just a dominant player, and to me, solidified himself, especially with his play over Booker, as the best shooting guard in the entire NBA.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards has been on an absolute tear. We finally are seeing we've been seeing it these past few years, but we're finally seeing that first overall draft pick
Mm-hmm.
next level that he has,
Yeah.
and it is so fun to watch as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
This series, it's I think it's also going 7.
I do too.
Like, I know that's not a commonality. I know that just doesn't just game 7 doesn't just happen, but these matchups, it just feels like they are built for 7 games.
Yeah.
I originally had the Nuggets in 6.
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to pick against the Timberwolves after their game 1 victory still in
Yeah.
Denver. But there's something about this Nuggets team. There's something about, Jamal Murray is not the healthiest right now. It's tough to see, but even when he's not at his healthiest, he dropped a 30-point game-winning performance against the late. So I'm expecting him to come back, play stronger. He didn't score until like the second half, I don't think, in
Mhm.
game 1. So
Mhm.
just a shell of himself. I'm going Nuggets in 7.
I, again, will be joining you.
Yeah.
Touching on Jamal Murray as well, uh, this is a hard one to bring up because I'm a Celtics fan, so I know it's going to be taken as hating, and it's not. I have my respect for Jimmy Butler. I have experienced firsthand multiple times how good playoff Jimmy is. So let me just put that out there first. Playoff Jamal is on that same level to me.
Yeah.
He is, if he doesn't make an all-star team over the course of his career, he might go down as the greatest player to never to do so.
Yeah.
He is a player who, obviously, Jokic, best player in basketball to me. Being able to be the best player on the court for your team, though, and Jamal, he is the perfect Robin. He is the perfect guy for Jokic's game to bounce off of. And he's going to have to look to neutralize everything that Ant can do,
Mhm.
which is easier said than done. I talk about it with contenders all the time. They have to have multiple ways to beat you. Both of these teams do.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes both of them deadly. Cat can go for 30. Rudy Gobert, while not making his impact on the scoring end as known, can block 7 shots.
I just heard in the Lakers series, or sorry, Sun series,
Yeah.
he only had 3 blocks.
Oh, well.
He had 2, I think, in game 1 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's just
It's what they do. That both teams have X factors. They have guys they can count on. They have superstars. It's just like the makings of a phenomenal playoff series.
yep.
It's just hard to bet against Denver. Obviously, we haven't seen game 2 yet. When this is out, game 2 will have happened. If the
Mhm.
Timberwolves win game 2, though, it gets scary. It gets very,
Dude,
very, very scary.
okay. There's no way.
No.
We had the Suns Timberwolves series as like our toughest first round series to
Mhm.
pick. And that was a sweep. If they sweep the Nuggets
Give 'em a
too,
title. Then just it's done. Then it's done.
like they
It's done.
might not lose a game in the postseason.
Yeah, at that point, dude, if and there's just no way, right? Like
There's
Denver's
no
way
way.
too good for
There's
any team to do that. But
there's no way.
all of this to say, we clearly are both not counting Minnesota out of this at all. I would have
Yeah.
said all these things if they didn't win game 1. It doesn't matter. This team is legit, and obviously their play against Phoenix proved that. It
I
was
could
an incredible outing.
yeah, I mean, let's say the Timberwolves win tonight,
Yeah.
take both in Denver. I see this turning into a Road Warrior series and it's still going 7.
I I wouldn't be surprised by that either.
Like
Because again, it's Denver.
mhm.
The Nuggets are amazing. Like, yeah, I just cannot wait to see this series play out. This is what playoff basketball is made for, man. These
Yep.
special matchups that we will look back on and be like, dude, do you remember when Ant took on Jokic and Murray hit that game winner and then Jay
Mhm.
McDaniels stripped the ball and it's just made for that. So can't wait to see this play out.
100%.
But yeah, both of us have Nuggets in 7. Now we're on to the Eastern Conference, taking a look at Cavs, Celtics. Again, I'll get to the Magic and Heat in a separate video. Paulo, you are a special player. You don't need me telling you that.
Dog.
That man is scary. And Donovan Mitchell was talking about it of like, he's not like coming, he's here. He's going to be a problem in the East. So,
Yep.
but the
Get
Cavs,
ready.
get ready. Cavs tested the basketball gods by losing some games to end the season and going back in the standings to avoid the Sixers and the Heat. They find themselves here now as a 4 seed. The only series to go 7 games. And then you had Boston taking care of business against Miami. How are you feeling going into this series?
Not any different than I have been feeling since the beginning of the playoffs. No disrespect to the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Them going 7 even more adds to my confidence in the Celtics as a Celtics fan.
Mm-hmm.
Giving KP, Kristaps Porzingis, a little bit more time to rest up after a unfortunate non-contact injury that could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it wasn't anything extremely serious. Still missed already 1 game, might missed another or 2.
Yeah.
But I originally had the Celtics in 5, and I'm sticking with that prediction here. I was a little too high on them sweeping the Heat in the first round and played with their food as usual and won it in
Yeah.
5. So kind of see the same thing happening here. But
Yeah. I have Celtics in 6. I feel like that's what I said before.
I
Nah, maybe
think
I did. Maybe I
you,
can't remember. But that's
yeah.
how I feel now, at least,
Mm-hmm.
is Celtics in 6. I will say Donovan Mitchell, you know, struggled games 3 and 4, and it was like, oh man, like this could get ugly. Orlando
Yeah.
tied the series up. And then he casually drops 89 combined points in the last 2 games of the series. And you go, oh, okay. A 50-point game in that mix.
In a loss.
In a loss, like, yeah, I have the Celtics. There is a big question mark, obviously, too, with Jarrett Allen being out. That is a
Yeah.
key piece for the Cavs, a player that they really, really rely on. You could argue second best player on the entire team.
Mm-hmm.
So missing him, it certainly hurts. I just feel like the Celtics team, losing Porzingis really hurts. We know what Porzingis is. We know how good of a player he is, what he does for that Celtics team, how he opens up the floor. Luckily for them, the most experienced player of the entire series, and in most series, is the player taking a spot who's used to starting in Al Horford, who can
Mm-hmm.
still space the floor in the same way Porzingis can, who is a great defensive presence, who can rebound the ball well, who is used to playing with the Celtics crew. And I think that's why I feel a little extra confident in Boston is the guy stepping into Porzingis' shoes is used to being there in the first place.
For sure.
So I think that's the difference maker, but it's hard to count out a team that has Donovan Mitchell playing as good as he is right now.
Yeah, he's been hooping.
He's been incredible. But it's going to be the other guys for the Cavs. The Celtics know they got their other guys. Derek White, to me, was the best player in that last series.
100%.
The Celtics know they got that. They got games where Pritchard is going to come up with 15 off the bench. They've got Hauser's going to knock down 4 or 5 threes. I know what Donovan Mitchell is going to do in this series because he's an all NBA caliber player. What is Max Strus going to do? What is Isaac Okoro going to do? What is Evan Mobley going to do? Those are the question marks that if the Cavs want any chance of pulling off this upset, they're going to have come through.
100%.
Yeah. And then moving on, the Pacers Knicks. Yeah, that Jalen Brunson guy's pretty good, man. I don't
He's
know if
pretty
you've heard of him.
solid.
Yeah, he's kind of an underrated player, plays in the small market. He's pretty decent.
You have the stats on hand?
Yeah, he's putting up 35.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 9 dimes. It's pretty casual points. Also, Sixers going out early. That is one of the best first round series I've seen in my lifetime. Every game was great, had big
Yeah.
swings. Game 6, the Knicks come back, or the Sixers came all the way back, and then the Knicks had to fight them off. Just crazy endings.
Mm-hmm.
I have been the advocate that the Knicks have been the second best team in the East since mid-season, somewhere in there, and I still feel that way. The way Halliburton is playing, I, I'll be honest, and I told this to Mo. Uh, I think it's pretty. I don't know if embarrassing is the word to use because that might be a little extreme. It's disappointing.
Disappointing.
Disappointing that you went
Extremely.
6 games against a Bucks team with no Giannis in any of the games and with a banged up Dame in all of them, and he missed time. How does that happen? Like, and again, you won. But
Yeah.
to me, all it said was like, oh, if the Bucks were healthy, they thump
This
them.
is hot. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe not thump them, but they probably went in 6.
Yeah.
Like, so all this to say, yeah, I'm taking the Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks.
This is actually the first time I'm going to change my pick because I originally had the Pacers
Yeah.
in 6 games.
Yeah.
I had them beating the Bucks in 7. I thought it was going to be a crazy back and forth series.
Mhm.
Halliburton performing, Siakam performing. Who did? Siakam played great.
He did, especially to start the series. He was
Yeah,
the best player on
by
the court.
far.
Like,
But just Halliburton worrying me a little too much, especially with the way that Jalen Brunson is playing.
dude,
Like, I'm expecting maybe one bad game in this series, considering he
yeah.
balled out in the first round, didn't.
Mhm.
I'm expecting maybe one mediocre, poor game. Other than that,
Yeah.
he's going to clear Halliburton at this stage from what I've
Yeah.
seen. And I'm rocking with the hot hand. I'm jumping ship to New York in
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
There
little disappointing, as you said.
I agree. Halliburton in this year's playoffs, 16 points, 5.8 boards, 9.3 assists. He has continued to be an amazing playmaker. That will never go away.
Yeah,
That's always a constant. 16 points is inexcusable for a player as talented as Tyrese Halliburton.
100%.
Like, I'm not saying this in a way. I don't want to come off disrespecting this Pacers team at all. I love this team.
Yeah,
However,
and
if
normally that's a pretty damn good stat line.
it would be,
But
but
we got to consider the player
we got
and the
exactly.
moment and
I
the
need
yep.
it's postseason. Those, I disagree with Shaq on a lot of points he brings up. Ball related. I
Yep.
love that man, but holy crap. But one of the things he always says is, hey, that superstar player, he was talking about Shea, I got to see you put up another 2, 3, 4, 5 points per game in the playoffs. I got to see it. You have to do it. You're the best player. Your
Yeah.
team needs you to do that. 16 is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I need at least 25 to 30. Legitimately.
Mhm.
And the playmaking is incredible. Like, obviously, he's one of the best playmakers in ball. That'll never go away.
Yep.
Because of his IQ. He's a very intelligent player. But if this Pacers team is gonna beat the Knicks, like, Brunson played bad the first 2 games. And then the other 4 he just dominated, but he started off slow. I don't think the Pacers can afford a slow start from Halliburton if they want to win this. I don't think it's
Yeah.
possible.
Agreed.
But Miles Turner has been awesome, putting up nearly 20 a game, 7 boards. A tremendous player, remains underrated, I feel like, among fan bases. But yeah, you're gonna need your superstar to show up if you're gonna take care of business.
100%.
I'll be joining you. I got Knicks in 6.
Fire.
On to the Western Conference Finals. We both have Mavs Nuggets.
Yep.
So who we had prior, I don't have as much to say about this because everything I said before still applies.
Yep.
I would take Nuggets in 6.
I have Nuggets in 6.
Would probably be mine. I would love to see Jokic and Luka duel, though. I really would.
Be so fire.
It would be awesome because Luka, and you can feel it. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Like, he wants to prove I'm the best player in ball right
Mm-hmm.
now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
in the entire association, I am the best basketball player, and
Yeah.
that's what you want out of your superstar, and, man, if this is a tough the Western Conference is so good, but looking at the Nuggets and Jokic, you go from LeBron and AD to Ant, Karl Anthony Towns, Gobert, all those guys, and then you go Mavs and it's Luka and it's Kyrie, and even if it's the Thunder, it's
Yeah.
Shea and it's Chet and it's J-Dub, like,
And they're that close to the finals, and
and they're that young and they're hungry to just prove like, hey, we belong here now. It's like the little brother
mm-hmm.
who is like, hey, I want to play with you guys, or I want to sit at the big kid table, all that stuff. That's the
No more
Thunder.
fake, no more controller with the batteries taken out.
The classic.
It's
The
the real
classic.
deal.
I would do that with my younger siblings every time where I'd be
Yep.
like, "Oh, yeah." They'd be like, "Wait, it's not plugged in." I'd be like, "No, no, 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 but
No,
you're
it
playing.
is.
Look,
You're
it's
good.
moving."
Yeah.
Hiding the controller.
I love
Like,
it,
"Here,
dude.
no, wouldn't mess with it." But that's
Yeah.
what the Thunder feel like. They feel like the younger brother who wants to be taken seriously. They are. I feel like among basketball fans, but they wanna be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this isn't a surprise that we're doing all this. This is what we expected.
We're here.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, Mavs Nuggets would be incredible, but
Yeah.
it's hard to count out Denver right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question though, just to spice things up a little bit.
Okay.
If the Timberwolves were to get through and it was Timberwolves Mavs, who would you have?
I dang. I think I would have to go Timberwolves
Yeah.
because the bigs of the Mavs,
Mhm.
I'm worried
Oh,
about
yeah.
that little three-headed monster, the Timberwolves, just going to
Mhm.
town. No,
No
no
pun
pun
intended.
intended.
Come on.
But yeah, especially coming off beating the reigning champs and
Yeah.
I'd go Timberwolves, but I would do that. All of these series I want to see, bro. Like
I know.
just
I
just
You can
give me a
randomize
mismatch.
them,
Yeah.
and I'm cool. Because again, okay, if the Thunder had to play either the Timberwolves or Nuggets, say it's the Thunder that get through, do you see them beating either of those teams?
If the Thunder make it to the Western Conference Finals, I think they go NBA Finals.
Wow, okay. Okay, that's
I
interesting.
I think, dude, which is crazy because I've been so high on Luka and the Mavs,
Yeah,
and I've had them getting stopped.
yeah,
I just I feel like the youth and the excitement and the
yeah.
echoes of KD and Russ making it.
Or speaking to them.
Yes, dude. I don't I feel like that would be, especially after people saying, "Oh, they're gonna get maybe get through the first round and then they're
Mhm.
toast."
Yeah,
Like I could just see
and that's
the
stupid.
edits, the roofs,
Yeah.
them talking to their reporter. I don't know,
Yes.
dude.
I
But
I'm not ma again, all 4 of these teams are so good
all of them are
that
worthy to be
I
the
y
Western Conference, yeah,
you could tell
champion.
me any 4 of them make it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Mhm.
Like, they're that good. I've and I don't know, maybe it is the youth thing, but maybe I should trust what I've seen.
Yeah,
Like, they've played so good that I feel wrong in saying it, but I to me,
it's real though.
it
It's
is real, and, I just feel like whoever advances in the Timberwolves Nuggets series goes to the finals.
yeah,
But then, like, do I wanna count out Luka? Do I wanna count out this young Thunder team? Like,
'cause
I don't
has
know.
Luka made it to a conference final? I don't
Yes,
think so. He
he
did?
did, he did. He, made it, what year was it? Uh, Because
Damn, I'm
he beat
tripping. I
it was the series before that, he beat the Suns. The the
Oh,
classic
yup.
they were
Was
talking
that
all that talk.
the There's no way it was the
It
Nuggets,
was the
dude.
Warriors. It
Okay.
was 2022 because Curry came in there and was just like, "Hey."
Yep.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
Yes, damn. I was like, wait, it wasn't
I'm
the bubble.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't last year. But yeah, I do remember that the Chris Paul cuts it down to 42.
Yeah.
This is the funniest meme ever. Okay,
Mhm.
let's move on. Uh, Eastern Conference. We both got Celtics Knicks. We're back. Classic ball. Classic
Classic
rivalry.
hopes, yeah.
My two favorite Eastern Conference teams this year facing off. Dude, I feel like I feel like I've got to take Boston. However, I love the dog of this Knicks team. And it's
Yeah.
all Tibbs teams because in order to play for him, you got to play deep. Period.
Mhm.
Don't care who you
Mm.
are. 1 through 5. You got to defend the basketball.
Yep.
It scares me a little bit projecting the Celtics team. I struggle too with being a fan and trying to measure like how much of this is me just wanting to see my best player perform as well as they can. There are times where it feels like the Celtics desperately need an alpha, a Marcus Smart type player. It doesn't have to be Marcus, but a player like that who will get on his guys. Tatum, you haven't touched the basketball in 5 straight possessions. Call for the effing ball and say, give me it. Not it doesn't have to be in an asshole way to your teammate. And if Derek's hot, he's hot. If a teammate's
Yeah.
hot, he's hot. I'm not saying when someone else is hot and you're being a little more passive because they're cooking. I'm saying, man, we need a bucket. You're like swinging it. You're not, bro. Get to the rack. Get a foul
Something.
call.
Something.
Be aggressive. Take a 3. I don't even care if it's contested. Show the defense, hey, I'm ready to shoot all the time.
Mhm.
I'm confident. They're gonna
Mhm.
give me the rock. And the Knicks are a team that can muck it up. All their
Yeah.
guys are capable of mucking it up. Brunson has no fear being like, yeah, I'm gonna put up 30 shots. And I'm gonna go for 40.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen. And I love this Celtics team, but something about this Knicks team feels very, very interesting in a series against Boston.
I wish they were fully healthy, the
Yeah.
Knicks.
Yeah. I feel like this is a slight on Randall that you're making, but maybe you're not. Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
No, it was kind of genuine. Bogey going down 2, that was another role guy
Yeah,
for them.
that one sucks too.
That
Because that Tibbs don't play people anyways. He was
Yeah.
making jokes about Josh Hart being like, "Hey, am I gonna play 48 minutes again?" And he said, yeah, duh.
That's
The hell? Do you know
insane.
who I am? Of
Yeah.
course. I'm playing
Yeah.
you. I'm playing you. And if it's OT, you're not
I'm
sitting out.
playing you when we're up 20 and it
Don't
doesn't matter.
care. I don't care. You are in the game, brother. You're hooping. Um, but yeah, I'm taking the Celtics. I'm taking the Celtics in. Boy, does that go 7?
I got it in 6.
Okay, I can be persuaded to agree with that. But damn, this New York team, it's the league is better when these big market teams are good.
100%.
The Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics, like those teams when they're good, it's better for the league. So
The excitement, the energy, all of it.
yeah, which leads us to a finals, one that we predicted all the
The
way back in the
same
preseason.
same one we've been predicting for ages.
And I'll keep it short and sweet. My answer is the same. It's Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7 at
Uh,
TD.
that's-
With Oh my goodness.
and again, if it seems like I'm just picking the Celtics because they're my team, I've
Maybe I
said
am,
this
maybe I
matchup
ain't.
up. Oh damn, Moses is like behaving
Sorry.
openly.
Sorry.
Openly. There is a who asked me that? Oh, our friend Kobe was asking, like, what happens if, like, realistically, is it pretty disappointing if the Celtics don't win a title, even if they make the finals? They are the only team alive right now that is championship or bust. There's no
Yeah.
moral victories. I don't care if you make it 7 games in the finals and lose. It's gotta happen.
Yep.
The Nuggets don't have to. They've Jokic got his. He did it last year. He proved to
Mm-hmm.
everyone. If they win it this year, it's just like, oh shit. Like, okay,
Yep.
this is a real problem. If the Celtics don't get it now, we're going to be asking some serious questions this offseason.
Yeah.
So, got Celtics in 7. It is what it is. Let us know your picks, your finals matchups, and I feel like that's pretty much everything I got, at least.
That's all I got.
Which leads us to Song of the Pod, Mo. What do we got?
I got a little song from someone I never heard of until my friend put me on.
No.
But Freshie, Never Stressin'.
Oh,
It's a nice little gym song. A little the
nice.
beats kind of hard. He's just rapping over it, and
Mhm.
just gets me hyped, gets me going. So if you need a
Nice.
little pickup, a little rap pickup, there you go.
Speaking of rap pickups, I'm just gonna.
Run it.
I mean, any song that's like, this is the first time I don't have a song of the pod. It's just plural songs. Anything in this Kendrick Drake beef besides that AI stupid ass song Drake came out with the Tupac shit. But besides that, it's been awesome. I don't even know if I want to open this
Yeah.
can of worms. But the J. Cole stuff, it's so funny to look back like 3 weeks ago when we filmed the vid, and I was like, bro, J. Cole, it's just a spar. It's not gonna get that serious. They're just messing around. I gotta step
It's
my hating up because
it's serious. It's
Kendrick has shown me my potential, and I'm not even close. It's not even close, man.
yep. Yep.
Point still stands on everything I said about J. Cole, but it's just funny that looking back, like, wow, I thought that this would just be a little spar. It's an
Yeah.
exhibition game
Yeah.
against the two biggest rappers on planet Earth, and yeah, it's not that anymore.
It's on site.
It's on site. I can't even say most of the bars that are memorable on here because we'll get demonetized. So any of those songs, just pick them. Listen to
No
them in order.
cap.
Start
Yeah.
with Like That, and then go to the recent Drake one last night, the Heart Part 6, and just listen to them all.
I'll co-sign that one.
Bam. That's it, everybody. Let us know your thoughts on the rap beef, too.
Yeah.
Who's winning? There's only one right answer. Who's winning, though? Who we got? All right.
That's vid. That's
That's
vid.
the vid. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch y'all in the next video. Doses.